Now that we're into a new month, it's time for Dayn Perry to update his top 50 players of 2018 rankings. There were 10 games on Thursday's schedule, meaning one-third of the league enjoyed an off day. Here is everything you need to know about Thursday's MLB action. Thursday's scores: Reds 7, Rockies 5 in 13 innings, box score; Dodgers 8, Pirates 7, box score; Twins 7, White Sox 2, box score; Cardinals 4, Marlins 1, box score; Cubs 4, Phillies 3, box score; Blue Jays 5, Orioles 4 in 10 innings, box score; Red Sox 7, Tigers 2, box score; Mariners 5, Rays 4, box score; Astros 5, Rangers 2, box score; Athletics 4, Royals 1, box score; Dodgers, Pirates heading in opposite direction. Everything was all set up for the Pirates to take Thursday afternoon series finale with the Dodgers. Dennis Santana, who was slated to make his first career MLB start, suffered a lot injury during warm-ups and forced Los Angeles to use their already taxed bullpen for 9 innings. Pittsburgh scored 7 runs against 9 Dodgers pitchers, but it wasn't enough. They lost 8-7. The hero for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson. He clubbed 2 home runs Thursday, including a leadoff shot to begin the game. He had a 2-run homer a few innings later. The 26-year-old Peterson went 3 for 5 with a double and the 2 homers Thursday to raise his season batting line to .272, .347, .510. He went 8 for 17, .471, with 2 doubles and 5 home runs during the team's 6-game road trip. In their last 20 games, the Dodgers are 15-5 while the Pirates are 6-14. The two teams have identical 31-31 records after starting in very different places. The Dodgers started slow and are now playing well. The Pirates started great and are now crashing back to earth. These are two teams moving in very different directions right now. Mariners win another 1-run game another day, another 1-run for the Mariners. Their 19 wins in 1-run games are easily the most in baseball. The Brewers are a distant second with 15. Of course, Thursday's win should not have been a 1-run win. The Mariners took a 5-1 lead into the 9th inning before Mike Leake and Alex Colomé conspired to allow 3 runs to the Rays. Johnny Field doubled in 3 runs to cut Seattle's lead to 5-4 and, when the game ended, the game-tying run was at second base. But a win is a win is a win. Leake was very good overall. View profile: the Mariners are now in MLB best 16-6 since Robinson Cano was suspended, and 11 of those 16 wins have come by 1 run. 2 others came by 2 runs. Seattle has been winning by the skin of their teeth these last few weeks, but the important thing is they're winning. They remain just ahead of the Astros in the AL West. As for the Rays, they've now lost 7 straight games to fall to 28-33 on the season. Reliever Ryan Stanek started Thursday and Tampa is now 3-6 in games they use an opener. Relievers who've started games for the Rays this year have combined to allow 11 runs in 9 total innings. Despite the general lack of success, the team insists they will continue with the strategy. Berrios shuts down White Sox. For as disappointing as the Twins have been this season, Jose Berrios continues to shine. Berrios entered Thursday with a 3.86 ERA and more than 5 strikeouts per walk. He added to those figures against the White Sox by flinging his second career complete game. All told, Berrios allowed 6 hits and 2 runs while striking out 10 batters. The 24-year-old Berrios has now allowed 2 runs or fewer in 4 of his last 5 starts, and he owns a 3.66 ERA in 83 2/3 innings. He's had some bumps in the road this season, for sure, but when he's been good, he's been really good. Berrios is one of the top young arms in the league. Thursday's win, by the way, was the 5th in the last 7 games for the Twins. They continue to hang around in the AL Central race despite being unable to go on an extended hot streak so far this season. Reds walk-off against Rockies. By and large, the Rockies' off-season bullpen spending spree hasn't worked out as hoped. Jake McGee, 4.76 ERA, and Brian Shaw, 6.89 ERA, have struggled after signing contracts worth $9 million annually over the winter. Closer Wade Davis has been pretty good, however. He's been much better on the road, 1.23 ERA, than at Coors Field, 5.91 ERA, unsurprisingly, and he went into Thursday's game with an NL-leading 20 saves. On Thursday, Davis blew his third save of the year when he allowed the game-tying run to score on a wild pitch. A few innings later, Jesse Winker whacked a walk-off two-run homer. The loss was the fifth in the last 7 games for the Rockies, who now sit a half game behind the Diamondbacks in the NL West. The Giants and Dodgers are both 1.5 games back, and the last-place Padres are 4.5 games back. The last-place teams in the other 5 divisions are all at least 12 games back. Beeks struggles in MLB debut in an effort to give their regular starters extra rest. The Red Sox started rookie southpaw Jalen Beeks on Thursday night, as they looked to extend their winning streak to 5 games. Beeks, who has a 2.56 ERA and a 12.8 K9 in AAA, was making his MLB debut. Unfortunately for him, it did not go well. The Tigers rudely greeted Beeks on Thursday, scoring 5 runs in the first inning and 6 runs total in his 4 innings. I suppose the good news is the kid settled down after a brutal first inning and was able to go another 3 innings to spare the bullpen. View profile. It happens. Many great pitchers, have gotten roughed up in their big league debut. Beeks wasn't the first and definitely won't be the last. The loss ends Boston's winning streak and means the Yankees, at 40-18, are the only team in baseball with fewer than 20 losses. As for the Tigers, Thursday's win was their 10th in their last 16 games. The rebuilding Tigers are now a better-than-expected 30-34 with a -23 run differential, which is good enough for second place in the AL Central. They're 4 games behind the Indians. Quick hits. The Rangers signed GM John Daniels to a multi-year contract extension. He has been the team's general manager since 2005. Texas is currently in last place in the AL West and figures to begin a rebuild soon. Even though they're falling out of contention, the Mets reportedly will not trade RHP Jacob deGrom. They believe they can contend in 2019 and 2020, and want to keep him to help make a run. The Rays have called up top prospect 1B of Jake Bauers. If Brad Miller was designated for assignment in a corresponding move, MLB.com ranks Bauers as the 55th best prospect in baseball. Free agent LHP Fernando Abad has been suspended 80 games after testing positive for a banned substance, MLB announced. Abad signed with the Mets over the winter but was released before spring training. Astros SS Carlos Correa has no structural damage in his right side, an MRI showed, reports The Athletic. Correa left Wednesday's game with discomfort and is expected to return to the lineup at some point this weekend. Orioles closer LHP Zach Britton is expected to be activated June 15, reports MASN Sports. He has not pitched this season after suffering an Achilles injury over the winter. Britton will get 6 weeks to showcase himself before the trade deadline. It is possible but not likely Dodgers RHP Kenta Maeda will return from his hip injury next week, reports the Orange Country Register. Also, the team may bring LHP Rich Hill Blister back as a reliever rather than send him on a rehab assignment. Blue Jays 3B Josh Donaldson said it is kinda iffy when asked whether he would be activated off the disabled list when eligible Friday, according to Blue Jays Talk. He took a full round of batting practice Thursday. Blue Jays RHP Marcus Stroman, shoulder, will throw a 3-inning simulated game soon, reports Blue Jays Talk. He's been out since early May with fatigue. Stroman has a 7.71 ERA so far this season. Yankees LHP Jordan Montgomery underwent successful Tommy John surgery on Thursday, the Yankees announced. He also had a loose bone spur removed from his elbow. Montgomery will miss the rest of 2018 and the start of 2019, according to the Detroit News. Tigers RHP Jordan Zimmermann, shoulder, will make one more rehab start before rejoining the rotation. LHP Francisco Liriano, hamstring, will throw a simulated game next week. Live team updates. A Twitter list by Dayn Perry.